What's up, you guys? So in last video, I went and picked up my new project car, which is a 1995 Nissan 240SX S14. And if you didn't go watch that, go check it out. There are a lot of good emotions in that video. And I'm just super happy that I finally own one of these cars. I've been wanting them for a very long time now. And I just can't wait to get starting to wrench on it and just show you guys everything that I have in store for this car. But for today's video, I will be going over what my plans are for this car, like why I picked it up, what motor's going in it, and just things like that. So to start with everything, why did I pick up this car? So if you guys didn't watch 2 videos ago, if you're new to this channel, I have a 05 Nissan 350Z with a VQ in it. And recently I found out that the car is so tweaked that when I go to align the front end, the rear end gets unaligned, and I drift that car and I want to learn proper chassis setup, and I can't do that if I can't align the car properly. So with all of that being said, I decided to go pick up this car, and this will be my new drift chassis. Also, since I am getting rid of that shell, I will be pulling the heart out of that because I just got done rebuilding that VQ35DE and I don't want that to go to waste. So that will be going into this car, and this will be my VQ swapped S14 drift car. I'm super excited to start on this build. I know of a couple people that have done this swap so far. Fresh Kicks, which everyone knows, he did a turbo swapped VQ. I think it's a HR. And then one of our local guys up in Oregon, he goes by Drift Taxi on Instagram. His name is Brett Williams. He has a VQ swapped S13, and that thing absolutely rips on the track. A lot of my homies were telling me that it's a great swap to do, and it's an absolute ripper. So I'm super excited, especially because I'm just chasing as much seat time as possible and also proper chassis setup. So I think this will be a great build for me. And this will also be my first ever engine swap. So I'm super excited to see what all that brings me, because I just got done doing my first motor rebuild, so it's all just flowing together. Now the engine bay on here it's not bad, but it's a mess, so I need to go around, clean everything up, and I do want to paint this engine bay. I'm looking at doing a Porsche green with some lace. I love lace paint jobs, especially when they do them on the roof and things like that. So I want to incorporate this into the engine bay. I was going to do it on the firewall, but the motor sits so far back, it's going to cover all that. So I will be doing it on the strut towers and also on the wheel well covers, or just the wheel wells. I'm thinking about doing flames right here and then this lace right here, but that's still all up in the air. But this will be the first thing that I start on with this car, since I have to wait for parts to show up. The first things I've ordered so far are the engine mounts and transmission mounts. So once those show up, I can pull the motor and trans out of the Z. I'm waiting to pull everything on that car because I want parts already here so I can move smoothly with it. And in that meantime, I could do stuff like this, like painting the engine bay and just cleaning the car up. That's what I love doing first on any build or any car I get, because it's atrocious. I also used to be a detailer, so I love cleaning things up. And then on the inside, I need to get this interior clean. It's not necessarily bad. I do need to replace this door card, but everything could use a good shampoo. I'm super hyped that the dash isn't cracked though. That's really good. Pulled all the junk out, and the back seats are a lot cleaner than I thought. Still need a good shampoo. This side is pretty dirty though. So that'll probably be honestly the first thing I do before I even touch the engine bay. I'd rather get the interior cleaned up and then move on to that, since it's super simple to do. Now on to the timeline for this car. I'm gonna sit down and do it because I don't want to hold the camera. So the timeline for this car, I have a drift event on October 12th up in Medford, Oregon, with all my friends up there and some of my buddies down here. That's what I was getting the Z ready for, and I was pretty much on track for everything. But now that went to shit, so I'm back to square one again. So I'm gonna try my best to get the car ready by then, because I've talked so much shit to my friends. I'm like, you guys better be at this drift event or I'm gonna be upset. Now all of them are getting ready. I'm back at square one again with this car. So I got a lot of chugging along to do. I will say though, I'm not gonna spend like too much time on the engine bay. I'll dedicate a full weekend to getting it done. Last time I painted my engine bay, it took me a day to pull everything out, scuff it, and paint it. This will probably take me 2 days, maybe 3, but I'm gonna try to knock it out as quick as possible. And then once those engine mounts show up, I'll bring the Z down from my apartment, pull the motor and trans out, mock things up, get it in here, and see what else I need to do. I know I need to relocate the fuel lines. I need to see what I need to do for the power steering. I know Chase Base makes stuff for power steering and for the fuel line setup. So a great example of that is right here. This guy, his name is Esteban. He has this beautiful S14, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is a 1J swapped, and he has the Chase Base stuff in here. So I was taking a look at it, and it doesn't look too hard to route, and he was also telling me it's not that bad either. I will also be going with a wiring specialties harness, just like how he did in his car. They are very simple, super plug and play, which I like a lot. This will make everything a lot easier on me. Trying to think about what else I need. I still need to do a lot of research on this build. This was all just, this transaction happened very fast. I learned about the damage the day before my drift event, and that same night I messaged this guy and was like, hey, can I buy your car? And he's like, sure. So a week later I came and picked it up, and now I have it. So I have a lot to learn and a lot of research to do to figure out how to make this swap work. But yeah, my main concerns are, how am I gonna do power steering, fuel setup? I would say cooling, yeah, in the cooling system, but exhaust setup and stuff like that. ISR makes headers. They make a Y pipe for this off of their LS setup that's compatible with this car. So I have that, and then from there back, I have to do a custom exhaust, which I'm super excited about because I haven't done any welding in a very long time, and I have all the material, so I can't wait to start fabbing up some exhaust pieces again. It's been a few years since I've done exhaust, so I'm super rusty, but can't wait to get back to it. And then on interior, I would like to do bucket seats. Obviously, I have an NRG seat in my 350Z right now that I'll be dropping in here just for the meantime. My dream seats are confettis, or I'd like to do thrash racing seats. Those are the 2 seats I really want to do. But for now, 1 bucket seat and a comfortable passenger seat for everyone else will do just fine. I need to get a Nardi now that I have an S chassis. That is the dream setup for me. I need a Nardi. I can't wait to start decking out this interior. I have so many plans. I would like to do a bolt-in roll cage. I forget the name of it, but I painted my cage and my Z the same color as that cage. That's where I got the inspiration from. So it'll be sick to finally have that, a true one, in this car. And then that's pretty much it for the interior right now. There's nothing, everything's here, so I don't need to do anything crazy. Maybe a cool little Nismo shift knob and cool checkered floor mats, the basic S chassis stuff. And then for body kit, so I've been doing a lot of research, and since my quarters are untouched, I don't want to cut them. So that kind of limited me on body kits, because I just know that certain body kits wouldn't flow on this. Like, I really like the Origin Raceline body kit, but without overs, it's not going to look right. It's not going to flow properly. So I want to do something a little bit more subtle that looks a lot better. Like, take a look at his car. This kit flows so nicely. The skirts don't look like they're just sticking out. The bumper flows perfectly with the OEM quarters. I mean, that just flows seamlessly. So I was looking at a Vertex kit, and I found a rep kit. So the Vertex kit that I want has canards on the bumper, which I don't like at all. and I came across this other guy's S14, and he has a Vertex rep kit. It's pretty much the same thing without the canards. I'll drop a picture right here. And the thing looks so good, and that's what I want on my car for V1. So I will most likely be going with that kit on this car, and then I'm gonna keep the car white for now. I would like to paint it a dark green. I was talking to my homie, which he will be painting the car. He suggested that I do this green from Porsche, so that's where I got the engine bay color from. I'll be painting the engine bay that color, and the car will be this color as well. I also thought about doing red, but I'm leaning more towards the green. And then also doing a lace roof and maybe some lace stuff on other places, but I'm not sure yet. Also would like to do Ganadors. Always wanted a set. I know they're super expensive, but fuck it, I'll ball out on them. I don't care. And then for suspension setup, I will be running BC Racing coilovers. I run this on all my drift cars, and they've never let me down. They've been amazing. Now I need to figure out what other suspension components I want to run. Do I want to do GK Tech? Do I want to do PBM? The Mega Mantis kit. What brand do I want to run on this car? I was doing GK Tech stuff on the Z, so I might still go with them. They make great parts. I know a lot of people that run them. Haven't heard anything bad about it, so that's probably what I will go with when it comes to doing suspension setup. Trying to think of like what other things that I need to do to this car before the event. Obviously, I'll be running 651 Accelera tires from Tire Streets. They're the best out there, and they do fast shipping, which I love so much. I've always had great experiences with those tires, and I know how long they're gonna last on this car, so we'll be all good there. And then I also will be getting rid of these tail lights. I want the kooky tail lights, and I don't know if I want to run a wing on this car just yet. Haven't decided. I do like the wing on this. It looks really good. It's nice to have this car here. It's like motivation. It's like before and after. And like if I'm having like a bad day or something, I'm like, ugh, I just don't want to work on the car or something. Nah, you gotta work on the car if you want it to look like that. I mean, I love having this right next to me. It's such a great example of what hard work looks like if you just stick it out and finish the build. And that's what this car will be in the future. So I'm super excited for that. Now, most of the things I just mentioned will be later on. Right now, the goal is just to get the car running. So I need to get the motor mounts. I need to get the wiring harness, you know, everything to get the car running. That is the main goal. But in between, you know, waiting for parts to show up, because sometimes things do get delayed, I can do stuff like paint the engine bay. I can just do a little cosmetic work here and there and just do some filler content for you guys. I'm really excited to do the engine bay though. Like with the lace, that's another thing that I've always wanted to do, and super excited to see how that turns out. Now to the last biggest piece on this car, the front end. It's missing. I got nothing. What front end am I running on this car? I have decided I will be running the kooky front end. All my friends tell me, yo, you have to do the kooky front end. I know, I love the kooky front end. It is very aggressive, and that's the look I'm going for. And I also want a Type 2 Origin Lab hood. So with that, the kit, the front end in itself, and I also want to run vented fenders. That aggressiveness is gonna look so good. I really love that style, but I can also appreciate an amazing looking Zinky front end. I mean, I'm gonna glaze this car as much as possible. This is a great looking Zinky. I love them. Also, when they have the nav in front bumper too, those look so good. But I will be running a kooky front end on this car. And that pretty much is it. That's what I'll be doing with this car. I know I'm probably forgetting some stuff. I know for a fact I am, but those are the main things that's gonna happen with this. Now, I did have it on the lift earlier and I didn't film it, but I'm gonna put it back on the lift and show you guys how clean this car is underneath. So let me do that real quick. All right, so I got the car in the air and immediately noticed I have a bee or a wasp nest or hornet nest in there. They're not bothered, so I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. But everything under here is super clean. Like there's no rust. The bushings aren't like blown out, cracked that much at all. Subframe bushings look pretty good. Diff bushings look good. I mean, that's probably like the most surface rust you'll see underneath this car, honestly. Not sure why the diff is all scratched up, but skunked up. Axles look like they're in great shape. I mean, this car wasn't abused, but it wasn't, you know, necessarily taken care of per se. Just wasn't beat on. And the frame rails are looking great. Obviously, I just crushed the pinch weld a little bit. It is what it is. But everything underneath this car is just, it's mint. The car is mint. There you go. Full walkthrough. And then it just gets a little messy up here. I mean, perfect frame rails. You're a VQ35DE about to be abused. But yeah, everything is caked like usual around this area. But everything in here is pretty clean. I mean, that's the most dusted bushing I've seen so far, or ball joint. I guess this one is, but missing a bolt. I am missing a bolt. That would have sucked, but I'm missing one. That's fine. But that is pretty much it for the S14 walk around and plans for this build. But before the end of the video, let me just show you guys a couple more S14s that are here. First, we have Esteban's beautiful Zenki S14, 1J swap. And then we have one more over here. Honda Beat, pretty sick. K-Truck. We got over there. Woo. Got a lot of hot toys around here. I will be giving you guys a full walkthrough of this place. Just not today. I want to make it its own video. And there are a lot of people to meet. Here's one of them.
What up?
Dylan. He's been chilling here with me all day. But here is the S14 Rocket Bunny kit. Now I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on the front end. I like the front end. I think it's really cool. It is right-hand drive. I think it's absolutely mint on the inside as well. It is a SR20 black top, which is pretty sick. Also, look at this behemoth right here on American Forces. This thing is so sick. A little rowdy machine. But yeah, there's this S14, that S14, and my S14. And if Josh, if you're watching this, S14's on top. Sorry, bud. S14's on top. S13's below. S14's on top. Ask James Dean, #1 winning chassis out there. Just saying. Just saying. But I am going to end the video right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for all the S14 content that there is to come. I have so much in store for this car, as I just talked about. I can't wait to show you guys it. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more content. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Peace.